I attended, Acting Speaker, on the weekend the Hayfield Timber Festival, and what a great event that was. And it made me reflect yet again on this government's lack of support for our hardwood timber industry. The government talks about transitioning to hardwood plantations by 2030, but those hardwood plantations, if we're to transition by 2030, they should be 25 years old now, those plantations. The trouble is these plantations do not exist. So therefore there is nothing to transition to when it comes to hardwood plantation. As I've said in this chamber so many times before, our timber industry harvests 5% of our bush on an 80-year rotation, 0.04% a year. Yet we're told that we're going to get out of that, but we're not told where that replacement timber is coming from. It's interesting, I was reading, and this is how bored I was over Christmas, Acting Speaker, but I was reading the report of the International Panel on Climate Change, and it was interesting to see their very common and often repeated ethos about saying timber is the only carbon-storing building material, and the fact that we should be using timber as the preferred building material to address greenhouse emissions and global warming. So if that's the case, why in Victoria are we closing down our timber industry? Planet Ark similarly said they have a slogan at the moment, do the world some good, build it with wood. Now we should be taking a leaf out of their book and making sure we support our native timber industry. If we do get rid of our timber industry, it's obviously not just that. It's not a case of if we have fires again, it's when. And our timber industry provides the frontline first defence in relation to fires. And if we get rid of them, we are going to be more vulnerable in our rural areas to the attack of wildfire. Our workers in the timber industry are presently facing enormous uncertainty due to court action, but we need this government to be very proactive about getting them back into the bush.